Hey guys, James here today, and welcome to my review of The Sims 3 Roaring Heights, a 1920s inspired world filled with Art Deco architecture. It is beautiful. So here we are sort of hovering over the sort of outer marshlands around the cities. It's based heavily off of Miami as well, which you'll see as we do a few flyover shots here. There you go, you got that that sort of beach, Miami Beach kind of thing going on there. Apologies on my geography of Miami. I don't know Miami that well, but I do know that is what Miami semi looks like. Anyways, a lot of marshlands out the back, and it has a lot of space surrounding the city, so there's a lot of scenery and everything, and then you have the dense sort of packed city in the center. Unfortunately, there are no alligators that can kill or attack your Sims, and there's also no airboats for your Sims to go around on. But of course, we wouldn't want our Sims to die from that, would we? So that's a good thing. Here are a couple of the houses that are along the waterfront, and this is just to show you the diversity of lots that are within this world. So you have those really nice waterfront properties, and then here's a few sort of cheaper properties that are sort of on the outskirts of the city, more affordable for your Sims. But this world does a fantastic job of really portraying the sort of Miami feel and the Art Deco vibe. The decorations work fantastically for this world. They're all done really, really well, and it's just something that we haven't really seen before, and it's something new. I mean, look at this building here. This is obviously a rabbit hole, but just look at the detailing on it, and then we'll jump over in just a moment to an actual building that looks really good as well. So the detailing on that is spot on, and it just really sort of portrays that perfect vibe. Now, this is an actual lot that your Sims can go to as well. This is a fully functioning lot, and again, it just has that feel. It's spot on, and it works fantastically. I can't say this enough. As a builder myself, I know what looks good in terms of building, or at least I believe I know what looks good. I know what looks good to me. And the buildings in this world are some of the best that they've done, because personally, being honest, some of the buildings Maxis has done in previous worlds, or the Sim Studio rather, isn't that great. I mean, Sunset Valley, they're not that great. But these lots are really, really well done. So we're looking at the city now. Obviously got a few sort of shots going across the city. Apologies for any sort of stuttering. That's actually just the in-game video recorder being a bit annoying. And now this building I spoke about before is actually the cemetery. I didn't say it before in a video because I wasn't sure and I didn't want to be wrong. But yes, this is a cemetery. That is the crypt right there in the center. It's a really, really nice cemetery. I would not mind being buried there at all. I would love it. It'd be great. And I just saw this in the world. It was a pretty cool little thing. It's not an actual baseball field, obviously. It's just a little terrain painted thing. There are a couple of baseballs lying around though, so you can pick them up and play catch with your Sims. I thought it was cool, so I gave it a little shot for you to look at. But let's go ahead and move on to the finer details in the world. Now, this is one of the new residential lots you can live in, and as you'll notice, it is a skyscraper, but you actually live at the bottom of it, and that's how they're doing it now. So if you remember from Bridgeport, all the apartments are at the very top, and that created a really, really annoying camera. But now everything's down the bottom. That solves that issue, and it's much better. And you'll notice one glitch there. By the way, this happens, I've had it happen in every building, where the actual building object on top appeared on every level. To fix that, you just want to delete it and place it back again. It's a little annoyance, but you get used to it. Anyways, we're just going to go look at a few different lots that are in this world, just so you can get an idea of the quality. And I mean, they're really well done. This is actually the library lot. And as you can see, it's one of these buildings again that looks beautiful on the outside because it has that nice big skyscraper object on the top, and then it's fully functional on the bottom, and it's just massive. It's great. And here's another one here. This is another little house. Again, you can see that building on top. It's kind of annoying, but it's easy to fix. Just look, I was seriously impressed by the detailing in this. It's better than I can furnish. And well, I guess that's not saying that much because my furnishing is awful. But no, the lots are actually really, really well done, and they've definitely spent time and they put the effort in to get the quality down. And here's another little house here. Well, it's not so much a little house. It's quite a big house, but you can just see all of the sort of elegance that's portrayed. And just the amount of detailing they've done is really well. I mean, it's not a half-assed job. And that's just what I'm trying to show you here, that they put a lot of effort into all of the lots. Even this little one, this is like a little starter home lot. And even this, I thought, was detailed really, really nicely. And it doesn't even look that bad either. Like, look at that little Art Deco house for your Sims to start out in. Now let's move on to the premium content item that comes with Roaring Heights, the classically cool fixer-upper car. Now this is a car that starts out as a piece of junk, and you get your sim to work on it over time. But as you can see, it doesn't place on a regular driveway. Not to start off with anyways, you have to place it just on regular ground. And then your sim can go and start working on it. You simply click on the car with your sim and you select either to work on the body or work on the engine. It doesn't matter which one you do. You can actually only have to work on one of them, or you can alternate. It doesn't actually matter. They both do the same thing and they both make the car level up. I'm calling it level up, but they both make the car progress. So they'll basically work on the car. I've found it takes about one sim day, like from start to finish. If you work solidly for one sim day, that's about how long the car took for me. I'm not sure if it gets quicker the more handiness skill you have, because this actually does level up your handiness. So that might be something to take note of. The higher your handiness skill is, the quicker it probably will go. I'm not saying it does, but that's just a guess. So here you can see he's working on the front of the car. Basically, it's a cheap car, 350 simoleons, as you saw when I purchased it, or if you didn't. And then you fix it up, and then it becomes a fully functioning car, and it also has a functioning door. Your sim actually opens the door to get in, which is the first time that's ever happened in The Sims 3. Here you can see the car is slowly progressing. The bodywork is looking slightly cleaner, and it gets nicer as you go along. This is one of the stages of progression, as you can see. Yeah, so the car doors actually work. That used to happen all the time in The Sims 2. It never happened in The Sims 3 until now. So the car is about to be finished. So this is just before it gets finished, and then you'll see it pop into its absolute prime. There it is. That's what happens when the car finishes. And that's what it looks like, basically. Of course, you can recolor it however you want. There you go. There's the car door opening. He jumps in, sits down, and he's going to give the engine a bit of a rev. Oh my God, look at that face. He is keen. But here you go. I'm just going to show you basically how you place it down. See, now you actually have to place it on a driveway because it's a proper car, so you have to place it on the driveway. And it's worth noting that you can't buy this car fixed up already. You have to fix it up. And here you go. There's a lot of color options. There's 4 different recolorable sections, so that's really cool. You got a lot of option. Here's the car driving. Because the car drives, it's a regular car. There's no worries about that. And it's all functioning really, really well. It's a really nice piece of premium content because you work on your car and it's your baby, really. And of course, you could do what you used to do in The Sims 2 free time, because they had a fixer-upper car in that as well. And I used to fix up the cars and you sell them off and you make money that way. That's another cool way you can make money in the game. And here we go. Here's another sim getting in, a 20s styled woman. And basically they can cuddle in the car, and they can, of course, now woohoo in the car again. That is returned to The Sims as well. So here we go. We're going to do a bit of woohoo, and you'll see what happens. You did see it in the trailer, but here it is again in the game, as you can see right there. And the car is a rockin', so don't come a knockin'. One thing I did notice, though, is my sim he doesn't last very long. That was very, very quick. Alrighty, now we're going to have a look at all the new cast items. Here's one of the new hairs for the female. There's 4 new hairs, I believe. Sorry, I've lost count. Here's the second one. Now, keep in mind, I am not a hairdresser or a fashion designer, so I know nothing about what looks good and what doesn't. I just know what I think personally. Here's another one of the hairstyles. Well, I personally think, my opinion of the matter is all these look very, very 20s style, and in my opinion, they fit in. I have no idea. These could be from a different era, but I just don't know. But anyways, yeah, all the hairstyles are here for the females. We're going to jump into all the new outfits for them. I think there's 6 new outfits for females. They always get more. The gents don't get as much ever. The gents get about a hat and 2 suits or something. Oh, and some swimwear, I believe. They both get swimwear. Here's a nice little everyday dress. A nice formal dress there with a diamond cutout on the back. Probably has an official name that I do not know. That's kind of like a sailor's outfit, isn't it? I don't know, like they used to wear. I have no idea. I'm getting all my knowledge from movies. That's the new swimsuit that I rightly called in the trailer. There's another formal dress for the females, or the femme fatales, if you will. There's the hat that the men get. And that's one of the new suits. And there's another suit coming up after this. Actually, there must be 3 things. Oh, I think there's 3 suits. Apologies. I'm sorry. There's three. Yeah, here's the third one here. I think they all look great. Again, I don't really know much about clothing, but I personally think they look great. Ignore the flippers on his feet, but yeah, that's the new swimwear. Alright, now we're going to take a look at all of the objects that you get with Roaring Heights. I've placed them all here on this slot so we can see them all quite clearly. So we're going to start from left to right and basically just work our way along. So we get a nice little pot plant, this little plant here as well. And we get a variety of different bookcases, two that are like square and then two that are kind of rounded edges, which are quite nice and fit together. They fit together very well, of course. If I just move them around like that, you can see they fit together very, very nicely. No issues there. If we look behind it, this is actually a skylight. You can see when I place it, you can see through the world. So when you put this on the roof of a lot, you see through the lot. You see everything below. So that works quite nicely, but I've just put it on the floor for the time being. Actually, it's gone blue still. Here we got a new garage door that matches with all our new windows up here. We got 4 new windows, these 3 square, 3 pane windows. Well, that's technically 9. Those 2 are 3. A little circle window there that actually has a little bit of stuff going on behind, little bars, I guess. I'm not sure. And then these are actually curtains. I've just separated the pieces so you can see how it all works. If you put them together like that, then you get a nice set of curtains going for you right there. Then we've got a set of doors down here. This single door and this double door. And then we also have door frames for each of them. We also have 2 new paintings. Well, 3 actually. I think it's a painting, or is that wall tile? I don't know, but those are 3 new wall decorations, I guess. And these are all the neon light pieces. Obviously, I've just separated them out again. They obviously do all join together very nicely when you want them to. There we go. And you can create lots and lots of things with that. Whatever you want, basically. Really, really diverse. Now, these things here are quite interesting. These are the big curvy pieces that we keep seeing all over the place. These are actually windows. Yes, they are big, big windows, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's a nice little workaround to get a nice looking thing. And you can see inside there's a bit of a curve to it. Actually, something I haven't tested yet. Let's just test it now. Let's have a look. Let me turn Move Objects off. Can I place anything on the window? No, that's a bit of a shame. I thought there might be a bit of a slot in the window, but no, you can't place anything in there, or you can't go in the window. Like your Sims can't walk into that area. Now these are wall decorations right here. It's just like a little column thing that you can put and stack and get some sort of wall decor going on. This is a new street light right here. Quite nice, quite big. And then we got some giant things going on here. This is actually a roof decoration. This is supposed to go on top of a roof, which I believe is on top of one of the probably the town hall or something like that. This one's pretty cool. The Pegasus llama. How freaking sweet is that? And then behind these, we got a couple of plants. We got this little yeah, I'm not going to even try to pronounce that. I'm sure some of you will tell me how to say it. And then we got a couple of palms up here and a tiny palm down there and a nice other tree over here, which is a copperwood tree. Yeah, and a couple of palm trees, as I said. Moving back around the front now, because we skipped over this stuff here. We've got this new modular sofa. So obviously you can take it apart, put it together however you want. This is the little end table that goes with it as well. We've got a new table awning cover thing, and these are a new set of lights here actually. So you got a light that can go on your little end tables, a floor lamp. This is a wall lamp here, and this is a ceiling light. And we also have a new hedge fence. This is actually a fence, this thing right here, which is pretty cool. So we got a new hedge fence that looks actually quite nice. It's quite voluptuous. Not the right word, but you know what I mean. As compared to this one, that's the default game one, but that's quite nice. Also, this new little fence in the front here, which is actually kind of hard to see because of the white. We'll take it back over here so we can see it a little bit better. This little fence there, which is pretty cool. It's probably best for roof edging, I would say. But that's probably where they've used it, I would say, by the looks of it. And then we've got a new porch fence here as well, which is really nice. So new little fence that we can play around and build stuff that look freaking awesome. So that's pretty much a rundown of all the objects here that come in Roaring Heights. Alright, now here we are, my verdict on The Sims 3 Roaring Heights. What do I think of it? So we've looked at every single thing that comes with the world. We've even looked at the Boardwalk venue, which is that comes with the Gold Edition. Well, you can purchase it from the Gold Edition. It doesn't come with it. But anyways, so what is the final sort of view on it? I think you can probably guess. It's been pretty positive throughout the whole thing. I mean, there's a few things here and there, namely the buildings appearing on all levels when they shouldn't, but that's an easy fix. And the roller coaster, which was from the Boardwalk venue, is a bit fiddly, but again, that's at the name of customization, so that's a good thing. I would definitely say that this is, so far, is my favorite world from The Sims 3. I think I've said that so many times about worlds, but in my top list of worlds is Sunlit Tides and Lucky Palms, and at the top right now is definitely Roaring Heights. It's a fantastic world. Everything matches. Everything is themed really well. The world is so lush. Like, I don't know if you noticed, I didn't actually mention it, but look at the number of palm trees and the number of trees everywhere. It's so lush and it's so vibrant, it's so full, and the landscape as well is fantastic. The whole Miami Beach vibe going on, the 1920s Art Deco styling, everything just goes so well. And I think it's fantastic. I mean, I really can't think of one, like a major negative. There really isn't a major negative, unless you want to count the price as one. I mean, the price is getting up there. If you want to get the world and the venue, that's like $35, which is quite up there. It's with an expansion. However, having said that, if you're going to get this world, you got to get the venue. Like, you got to get the venue. The venue is sweet. And if you don't get the world, then you got to get the venue. So you've either got to get the venue or you've got to get the world and the venue. I hope that helps you make up your mind. But anyways, this has been my review of The Sims 3 Roaring Heights. We covered everything. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching and have a good day.